Now on your Friday morning, East Palestine residents are fed up, they're fired up, they're crying out for help, and they are pleading for a declaration of emergency. It has been more than 4 months since the train derailed. They are sending chemicals into the air. Residents say their health has been suffering for months now. Take a listen.
We're here today because children are still getting sick. And we're here today to demand that our politicians demand our governor to declare an emergency today.
Said they're here because their children are still getting sick. Those protesters marched on Ohio's Capitol Wednesday to get Governor Wine's attention. Residents say they've been neglected, they've been forgotten by state and federal officials. Congressman Bill Johnson represents East Palestine in Congress, and he's attended a lot of town hall meetings to hear directly from his constituents, the residents who live there. He joins us now. Good morning, Congressman.
Good morning. Good morning. You know, you and I have actually done something that the president hasn't done. The president has not even visited East Palestine, you know, and it's now it's over 5 months since that disaster occurred. And it may not be a disaster to the president, but it certainly is a disaster to the people that live in East Palestine.
And I want to ask you about that now more than 4 months later, Congressman. The people of East Palestine are begging for this emergency declaration. And you and I have both talked to them there. We have seen it for ourselves. We've heard the stories. Why in the world hasn't this emergency been declared at this point?
Well, I can't speak for the president. I can only go with what I know to be the truth. And the truth is the president hasn't come to visit. He doesn't know what the situation is there. I've had one conversation with him. His transportation secretary had to be shamed into making a visit, and he makes a visit at like 7 o'clock in the morning when
and also, sir, what about your own governor? What about Governor DeWine, who's signed extensions on it? I mean, why isn't
the governor's been there many times. I've been there with the governor. The governor has gotten extensions to try, because remember, FEMA said this doesn't qualify as a disaster. So, but I can't tell you what the governor is doing. The governor is working with the railroads to make sure that Norfolk Southern is the one that bears the cost for this, not the American taxpayer. If an emergency is declared, it's the American taxpayer that's going to pay for the disaster that the railroad caused. And I can tell you that because I've talked to the CEO of the railroad, I've talked to the governor. There are actions underway to make sure that citizens that feel they have been left out, that their issues and concerns are addressed, that businesses that can't open up, they're going to be taken care of.
And you and I both know what happens when you assume, right? But is it fair to assume that if this emergency declaration hasn't been issued by now, more than 4 months later, that it's not going to happen? You have a lot of East Palestine residents watching this morning, hoping for answers.
Well, I can't say that because the governor has until July 3rd in order to request that declaration. And again, FEMA has said that it doesn't qualify. But I think what we have to focus on is what's being done in spite of that lack of a declaration. The cleanup is going well. The air and the water continues to be monitored. To date, we've seen no air or drinking water contamination. The federal EPA has said that if Norfolk Southern doesn't pay up, if they don't take care of the residents there, that they'll end up paying 3 times the cost because the EPA will do it themselves.
And
the governor's EPA director has practically lived in East Palestine, and I go there every week that I'm back in district.
And just a few seconds left, and sorry to interrupt you, but if no contaminants are found, if this wasn't toxic, as you know, the EPA is saying, why are people still getting sick there? Why do people like Jamie Wallace, who we talked to yesterday on the show, still feel unwell? Children feel unwell. You heard it from the protesters at the Capitol. Why?
Sure. Well, I think those are big questions, and I think those questions have to be answered. That's why the governor set up a free clinic there in East Palestine to where people can go to, whether they have insurance or can pay or not, to get their questions answered. The NIH, I led an effort along with my colleagues. It's a bipartisan effort to get the NIH, the National Institute of Health, to come in and conduct some research to find out what it is we don't know. The bottom line is this. This situation is not over until the East Palestine residents say it's over.
Yeah, and we'll be talking about this for a long time.
Whether the president declares an emergency or not.
Yeah. Congressman Bill Johnson, thank you so much. And just a reminder to everybody watching this at home, the NTSB is hosting a field hearing next Thursday and Friday to release official findings on why that train even derailed in the first place. So, Congressman, thanks for your time on this Friday. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Coming up this morning, one travel company is using chat